Peace, everybody. Welcome to Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch, and today I'm going to talk about UFC 227 going down this Saturday, August 4th, on pay-per-view. Now, on this card, the highlighted fights are two championship rematches, one for the flyweight title between pound-for-pound top MMA fighter Demetrius Johnson, who also holds the longest title reign in UFC history, taking on Henry Cejudo, who is a Olympic gold medalist in the sport of wrestling. So this is a rematch in the fight that they had back in 2016, I believe, where Demetrius won by first round TKO. In the main event, we have a rematch for the bantamweight title, in which we have TJ Dillashaw versus Cody Garbrandt, and a very, very big time grudge match of two guys who used to be stablemates. There's a long history of that. Not gonna get into that. There's probably plenty of videos out there for you to hear about why they don't like each other. But in the first fight, Dillashaw wrested the belt from Garbrandt via second round TKO. So I'm going to rewind, talk about Cejudo and Johnson, then talk about the main event and see how it goes and how we think it's going to go. So with Demetrius Johnson versus Henry Cejudo, like I said, we have a top-notch wrestler versus one of the few guys in the sport of mixed martial arts who does everything very well. There are not too many holes in Demetrius Johnson's game, and the fights that he lost was a lot because of size difference rather than a technique difference. So he's the only person who has ever held the flyweight title, and in his 11 defenses, I believe he has about 6 or 7 finishes. I want to say it's 7 finishes and 11 defenses, which is very impressive. And those finishes are very impressive. They come in the late rounds. They come via submission. He knocked Joseph Benavidez out cold. That was in the second round. But he's a guy that completely shuts down what you want to do and is constantly looking for ways to finish you off. And while he's doing that, he's constantly scoring points as well. So he is a nightmare to fight in general. And in Cejudo, we still have a guy who's evolving. Like I said earlier, he started off in a wrestling background, but he has very good hands for someone who only took up the sport of mixed martial arts very recently. He's probably only done it maybe going on 4, maybe 5 years. So the amount of progress that he's made in that short time is very, very exceptional, especially to be a 2-time title contender in that short frame of time. So in the first fight, Cejudo was able to secure a takedown, but Demetrius Johnson easily got back to his feet, got him in a clinch, threw some nasty knees, finished the fight. Since then, Cejudo has gone on a win streak, and in those win streaks, he's done a lot better job of maintaining distance and range, and doing so when he wants to, not when the opponent wants to. And I'm not sure if he can do that against Demetrius Johnson, because like I said, Demetrius Johnson is a guy that likes to shut down what you do well and just pick you apart until you're ready to be stopped. So we might get a little bit of a slow pace first round, being as how both guys know each other and know what they bring to the table. So I think we'll get a feeling out first round where you get a few strikes, maybe 1 or 2 attempted takedowns, and then they'll start to amp it up in the second round. I still think that the level of operation that Demetrius Johnson operates at is much higher than anybody else in the featherweight division. So I do believe he's going to win this fight. How is always a mystery with him. You never know how he's going to finish a fight. His last one with the slam to the armbar is stuff of legend. And who knows what kind of tricks he's working on to try to unveil against Cejudo. So really, it's just going to be something of how does he finish? How does he get the win? Is he able to just cruise and pick him apart on points? Or does he find the opening to take him completely out and secure a stoppage? How does he do it? That's how it's come to the point with Demetrius Johnson. He's so good, you don't know what he's going to do and how he's going to do it. You just want to watch to find out why. So I'm picking Demetrius Johnson. No clue how he's going to do it. No clue when he's going to do it, but he's going to do it. On the other hand, we got the bantamweight title fight with Dillashaw and Garbrandt, where this one, I'm pretty sure that this one's going to end by TKO. The first fight did with both guys exchanging heavy shots, both guys doing what they do well. Dillashaw creating angles, changing levels, varying up his striking, and Garbrandt doing crisp, sharp counter punching, heavy-handed shots that hurt you whether you see him coming or not. And this was evident in the first fight because, like I said, these guys have fought each other several times. And I said I wasn't going to talk about the lead up, but it is important because of how the fight played out. Whereas you heard for many, many months, maybe even a year or so, where they had video of Cody Garbrandt knocking out TJ Dillashaw in practice. And Dillashaw was like, all right, we'll produce the video. We don't see. And it never came out until maybe like a week or two before the fight. They showed this clip and Garbrandt catches him and knocks him down. And in the fight, the exact same exchange happens and he catches him again. Maybe about 30 seconds left in the round, he finishes the fight. But it was only like 10 seconds left. So Dillashaw, he gets up, clearly stumbled, clearly disoriented, goes back into the corner, goes back to the game plan. He's able to land a head kick, then counter Garbrandt because he started getting sloppy. And I think the emotion that I thought he was going to show in the Dominic Cruz fight, being Cody Garbrandt, started to show in this fight with Dillashaw. And he started to get a little wide. So he got caught with a counter right hook, stunned, finished, and he lost his title. So in this fight, because I think Cody Garbrandt is the more polished striker, he is the harder puncher, I think he takes those mistakes that he made in that first fight and he makes good on them in the second fight. So we're going to be looking at a trilogy here. I think Cody Garbrandt is going to stop TJ Dillashaw this time. Maybe in the first or second round because, like I said, his punching, his striking on a mixed martial arts level is top level. Because he came from a boxing background, his punches are a lot cleaner. They have a lot better technique, and they come with different power than a lot of guys who train in MMA are used to. And that's why he's knocked out everyone with the exception of Dominic Cruz and TJ Dillashaw. But he has dropped every single person that he has fought in his MMA career. And I believe that's the reason why. TJ Dillashaw is going to have to vary up his attack a little bit, but try to catch Cody again, goad him into that emotional firefight like he did in the first fight. Because in the first round, whenever they exchanged, Garbrandt was getting the better of it until he hurt Dillashaw and he went for the kill and got a little wild. This time, he has to stay composed if he hurts him and get that finish once he does. So like I said, I think he can do it. So I'm going to go with Garbrandt by stoppage before the third round. Before the third round ends. So between rounds 1 and 3, he's going to catch Dillashaw with something tight, something crisp, probably a left hook. maybe an overhand right, but it's going to be a looping punch that's going to catch Dillashaw in an exchange and hurt him, and he'll be able to finish him. So that's it for my thoughts, guys. Make sure you leave your thoughts. Also, I want to thank everyone who has ever watched the Capital Combat video. This yesterday marked the 5-year anniversary that Rob and I started this channel, and every single person who's commented, shared a video, hit us up in a private message, combat mailbag, enjoyed the technical toolbox, every single one of you, I want to say thank you. And I hope that you keep watching us. We got a lot more coming. I know I've been really busy working in the gym with fighters, but if time and schedules permit, maybe we can get some footage of that to put on the channel for you guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can get those notifications, and hit us up on all the social media platforms at Capital Combat. And I'll see you guys in the recap. Also this week, Rob is doing the preview of Kovalev versus Eleider Alvarez, and I'll also be bringing you the Showtime card, which features Devin Alexander versus Andre Berto, and Peter Quillen making his debut at 168 pounds. So, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for those videos. Until then, fight on.
My fists are on fire. I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage. Keep thinking that it's a game. I kick ground, hurricane. I told them I don't play. I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.